Good morning, guys. So yesterday we discussed methods, right? And before that, data types. Okay, data types and their hierarchy. After that, we discussed about primitive, non-primitive, right? Data types divided into two types. That is, one is primitive and non-primitive, right? Yesterday we discussed this one, right? Right, data types. Data types we discussed. After that, we discussed about data types divided into primitive, primitive and non-primitive, and they are divided into subclasses. Done. After that, we jump into methods. Right? What is method? What the syntax of the method? Right? How to call the static method? How to call the non-static method? After that, parameterized, non-parameterized. Okay. After that, this one. Yeah, what is the okay? What if I give integer as a um integer? I see here return type as a integer. We have to return the integer value. Okay, like this is the one of the important one. So access modifier return type is integer and method name and parameters. In the parameters, I took these are all the parameters. I pass the arguments from the object. So type is my object. Object dot my non-static method. I passed the arguments, and it is initialized in the parameters, and it is entered into the block. It performs some action, and it will return some result. After performing the operation, it will return some result, that is 50. Whenever you call this method, right? Whenever you call this all method, it is come here, it will come here, and it is returning some value, that is nothing but 50, right? We have to store that value, right? 50 is one integer value, and we have to store in that one variable, that is I took sum. So whatever we call here, it performs some action, it is returning one result 50. I want to store, I store it in the sum. That sum is variable, right? And that data type is integer. Why? Because of it is a whole number, not like a decimal, not like a long. Okay, for that purpose I took integer. I want to print this result, that's why I took system.out.println. I printed in the sum. For your understanding explicitly, I wrote the sum of the written the written type integer, sum of the a and b, nothing but sixth line, returning 50. That is the result on the console. Up to now we saw this one. Now what is this one? A plus b. Okay, what is this one? This is nothing but operators, right? With this operator only we have to perform some actions. Okay, okay. These are all we did. Okay, today topic is that is operators. Operators in Java. These are all the special symbols that perform operations on a variable and values, right? These are all, see here, concentrate on this. This is the special symbols. Why, like what? We have the arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators we know, plus, minus, right? Divided by, modulo division. All are the operators. After that, unary operator, relation operation, condition operators, and assignment operator. These are all the types of the operators. Okay, what we know up to? We know addition operator and assignment operator. These two we know. We have lot of operators available in Java. Okay, first we will go to the arithmetic operators. See here, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulo division. Okay, see here. we have to we know, I think at the childhood only we know this thing. If you use the division, it will give the quotient. If you use the if you use this modulo division, it will give the remainder. Okay, let me write this one. Okay, let me write one class. New Let me take one class. Let me take main method. Okay. Okay. I have to give class in camel case. See here, I took arithmetic sample. In the arithmetic sample, A start with a capital letter. This is naming convention. Okay. Just hit finish. Its ID will generate one class. Okay. Just remove this pulse. Right. Performing actions on what? Variables. See here. These are all the special symbols. Okay. See here. These are all the symbols only. Plus is one symbol. Minus is one symbol. Okay. Multiplication is one symbol. These are the special symbols. Okay. Perform operation on variables, right? So we have to take variables now. Let me take integer. We know how to declare the variables, right? Let me take for your traditionally I will write first. Let me take one data 10 semicolon for line ending. I am assigning this value to one variable A. In the A, 10 will store. What type of data it is? Integer. Why? Because of it is a whole number. Okay. After that, see here, I am assigning one more method, one more way. B equal to, I am assigning 5. Let me take 5. Simple program. 5, I am assigning to one variable B. That's it. Okay. And give comma. Like this only. Of ending the line, give the comma. See here, this is the one way of assigning the variables. Generally what we know, integer A is equal to 10 comma, okay, let me put in comments, 2 forward slashes for comment in Java. After integer B equal to 5, both are the same only. See here, I wrote in 2 lines, 7 and 8. Instead of, I want to write these two in one line only. That is nothing but multiple ways. Okay, based on the, based on the situation. We know this one. Okay. Semicolon for end of the line. 5 is data. I am assigning to B. That data type is integer. Clear? This is one way. Okay, I will remove. Okay, okay, let it be. Now, what is my goal? I have to perform one operation, right? Let me write the B value stores the 5. We know. But I want to print that one. It is showing the error. Why? The left hand side is the assignment must be variable, right? For that purpose, I will take system.out.println. It's loading. Okay, system.out.println. It is one statement. Okay, let me write this one. Sum of A and B. We know this is very simple program. This is very simple program. So in the A, 10 will store. This is the 10. Right? 10 plus 5. Result will 15. That only printed on the console. Okay, now you can understand. Now you can understand what I am saying, right? Whenever the data assigned into the variable, in the A, 10 will store, in the B, 5 will store. The sum of the A and B, 15, right? Now we will go to the another one. Same. I don't write explicitly because of it is known things. Instead of result of A and B. result of A and B. Result of A and B. Again. Okay, see now, I'm running the code. So first line we know. 10th line, I'm explaining 10th line. A plus B, nothing but 15. Just a second. After that, 10 minus 5, 5. After that, 10 5s, 50. I'm explaining 12th line. Again, see now, 14th line, division. A divided by, 10, 5. Then it will give the 2. It is the nothing but coefficient. Result, go to the 16th line. 16th line, it will give the remainder. We know some, okay. Let me take 1 minute and I will explain what is the remainder. Some of the might be know that, some might not. Okay, let me open the pad. I don't think so it will come. It's very very simple example, but I have to give the knowledge. It's loading slowly. Okay. Let me try in Notepad if you understand what I took variables here. Right? 5 and 10, right? And see here, I am explaining 16th line. Okay? A divided by modular division. Okay, it's paint open. Okay. Let me open the paint. So, for your understanding only I am writing. This is my operator, modular division. Now, let me go to the quick brush paint. So, what I took? 5, right? 5, 10. 5, 10. 5 2s, 10. Remainder 0, right? Whenever you use this symbol modulus division, right? Then it will go to the remainder. This one. This one. Whenever you use this modulus division, then result will go to the remainder. When you use the multiple, then it will give the result of coefficient. This is the difference, right? First I use remember this one, first I use the 2, this one, multiple, then it will give the result 2, it will give the coefficient. Whenever you use the modulus division, it will give the remainder, that is 0. Okay, save this one and see the result. Okay, it's very low level, very dead easy example. See here, 14th line, in the console it is showing the result of the A and B pointing to 2. Again, 16th line, result of A and B, it will give the coefficient. That is nothing but this one. Understood? Okay. We will move to the next operators. That is nothing but unary, arithmetic done. Okay, unary also same. Okay, plus minus, plus plus, minus minus. Okay, plus plus nothing but if it is a value is 5, if it is value is 5, it will increase one more value, nothing but 6. right? If you give, that is nothing but pre-increment, pre-decrement, post-increment. Okay. Let me write. That's it about this. Both are same. Unary and arithmetic are same. Let me go to the relation operations. Okay. We will see the relation operators step by step. See here, equal to symbol. See here we have two equal symbols. Other and again not equal to, greater than, less than. Okay, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Okay, these are all the operators from relational operation used to compare two values. Suppose if you give two values, see here I gave two values 10 and 15, right? If you give the 10 and 15, it will compare and it will execute the code. Let me write that one. Relational. Okay, I took two variables. Why? We have to, let me write A equal to B, put in the braces. Now what it does? It does compare 10 equal to 20. It will check. It will give the Boolean value. What is meant by Boolean? Right. It will give the Boolean value, nothing but true or false. It will return the Boolean value. If it is false, it won't execute. If it is true, it will execute. Right? Like that only I will perform actions. Now I will put in the system.out.println. Let me take this A plus B in the braces. Right? Let me remove. It won't give anything else. Okay? Let me write explicitly for your understanding. Plus, let me write A equal to. Okay, pointing to this one. Okay, now let me write one more operator like this. These are all a very simple concept, but we have to use in the logics. Okay. Now what we have another? We have another is not equal to, right? It will check the values, nothing but, okay, nothing but it will, what A stores? 10 and equal to 20. It is false actually. Okay, 10 is low, 10 is a very less number, 20 is high number. This is not equal. It will check the values and it will give the false, right? Like that only we have the greater than symbol. A, what A stores? 10 Boolean on the console. That's it. What is A value? 20. Less than, greater than 10. It will give the true. Like that only it will perform the action. And one more thing. Here also 20, it will take the 20. Okay. It will take the 20 value. Again, it will check less than or equal to. Then it will be written Boolean value. Like that only it will perform actions. Okay. We will see the. Okay, let me remove this one. A less than. Now A number. Right. Now, whenever you use the relation operators, it will give the Boolean value. See here. Right. It will give the Boolean value. Based on that only, we have one more concept, that is nothing but conditional statements. Conditional statements, nothing but if, right? Nested if, right? Switch case, right? These are all the conditional statements. In conditional, we have to use the operators. It will return what? Boolean value. Right? Based on the Boolean value only, these conditional statements will execute. In the if condition, if you return directly true, the block will execute. Okay, I will explain in coming days in the course of period. If it is true, then it will execute. If it is false, it won't execute, right? Okay, I will explain in the course of period. At the time of conditional statements only, we have to use this one. This is the first step for this one. Sorry, we have to use the for conditional statements. Okay. Now what we have? So relation operation done. Now we will go to the conditional operators to check two conditions. This is the very important thing. Okay. Now let me write one code after the class. Okay, we will go to the conditional operators. Okay, nothing but logical operators also. Okay, operator, logical and, after that logical or, after that logical not. See here symbol is and. After that logical or, two pipe symbols. This is called pipe symbols. Okay, after that logical not is nothing but this exclamation symbol. Okay, by using these symbols we have to perform some operations. What is that operations? We will see. First let me explain. Okay, first and operator, nothing but logical and operator. If you give some operators, okay, if you give some logic, and if you give the and operator, and if you close the block, so it should be in the, if you give some logic, suppose okay, I will explain this one in the code. If in this one you have to give some operator, then it will give, if it is give the true and if it is true, then only the block will execute. Right? Understood this one? In this braces, if you give some operator or some operation, it should be true. And in this brace also, if you give any any operator or any operation, it will check the it will check and it will give some boolean value. It will become true. It became true, then only the block will execute. This is nothing but and an operator. Okay. Now what we have, one more operator. I will show this one in code explicitly. Okay. Now what we have, logical or, nothing but two pipe symbols. This is nothing but logical or. Logical or, if you give, it will allow only one true value. At least one true value, it will block the execute code. If you give this symbol, it became false. Simple. If it is true, it will result false. If it is false, it is true. That is the meaning of this symbol. Right? These are we have logical not. Okay? Okay. We will see first very simple code. After that I will give one more integer a 10. 10 is the data I am assigning variable a. That is data type is integer. After that I will take again 20. Simply I am assigning to one variable b. In the b, 20 will store the data type is integer. Why? Because of it is a whole number. Right. Now I want, my goal is I want to perform logical operators. For that purpose, system.out.println, we know operators a less than 5. Okay, and first I will perform and operator b. Okay, b greater than 15. Okay, give little space, save this one. Now we will see what will come. Save this one. See here, I took just a simple logic. Right? A, what is a value? 10, right? Greater than 5. It became, okay, let me explain. And what is b value? 20 greater than 15. Both are true only. 10 is greater than 5, true. Then it becomes, okay, let me write for you understanding, downside the line, 2 / true. Why? 10 greater than 5. 5 is less than 5 is low value. And 10 greater than 15. True. It becomes, it will return Boolean value. That is nothing but true. Right? Let me run this code. Okay, it's loading. After that, we will see the logical or, logical not. After that, we will see one example. On the result, true. Right? True value. Right? It will compare two values. Then it will true and true only. Then it became, it will give the Boolean. If suppose b is 20, let me take, go to the inside the block. Clear? Both logic operate, both logic should be true. Then only we have to use the and operator. If it is one is false, operator. But we have one excuse. That is nothing but logical OR. That only I explained here. First thing, both conditions should be true. Then only block will execute. It will return Boolean value true. One is true, one is false. It won't execute this block. Then we have to use the logical OR. Clear? Now we will see the third one. Nothing but logical not. Logical not. What is logical not? If it is true, it will return false. If it is false, it is written true. Simple opposite. Now, let me write for this one line. In the system.out.println, let me write first understanding. Okay. A value what? 10. Greater than 20. What it will give? We'll see. It will give the false. Why? Because of 10 is not greater. Now, what is here? I want to use the logical not symbol. Simply, this is the logic, right? Before the logic, if you give logical not symbol, save this one. Now it became true. That is the thing. First of all, it gave the false. Right? Whenever I used the logical not to this true, it will become false. That is the thing here. Logical not. True became false, false became true. That is the meaning of logical not operator. Okay? Understood, right? This is the three operators in the logical. Now, let me write one code. How? Let me write one code based on the one famous one, student. Okay? Let me write 85. 85 is the decent good score. Marks, the data type is integer. Save this one. Now, okay, I want to write if else also, but okay, I will explain tomorrow what is the condition statement, but I have to write if else. Okay, if else statements, condition, I have to give condition, it will be written decision making statements. I will explain tomorrow. Okay, now what is my marks? 85 marks. Okay, sorry, it's marks less than or equal to 135 to the one student, and marks less than 50. Okay, save this one. Now the block should execute system.out.println. We should print result pass. Save this one. Let me write else block in this. Let me write one code. Sorry, marks. If one person get equal to 50, I will use and an operator. It should be true and true. Marks less than 75. Then not distinct but good marks. Okay, so result, okay, good, not more than 75 but good. Okay, now let me write, okay, else. In the else I will write invalid. Okay, first a student get 35 greater than or equal to, he is pass. If it is less than 35, nothing but 30, 34, 30 to 34, in between, the student should not pass. Let me write this code. Let me execute this one first. Invalid marks. It entered into invalid marks. Why? Because of it, the condition both if and if else both are fail, and it entered into the else one. Now let me change the marks here. Right, 95. This is nothing but actually hard code. We don't give like this. This one. Whenever condition true and true, it will enter into the block. Otherwise, if it is one, at least one is fail, it will enter into the second. Both are false, then it will enter into the invalid marks. How it is happening, we will see the tomorrow. By topic is decision making statements. Okay, that's it. By using the operators, we have to use some I will perform some operations. After that, by using that operators, we will use the decision making statements. After that, loops. After that, advanced concepts. Okay, slowly we can learn the standalone applications. Okay, that's it for today class. Thanks for your time. Bye bye.